Hey, what is up you guys, it's Anna here, and today we are going to be talking about how I've had acne. So I've had acne for about 7 years now. And so yeah, that's the end of today's video. I hope you liked it. But no, for real, I've had acne for 7 years. I've never really talked about it before, which I feel like I keep saying that same phrase over and over again on this channel. I have to be truthful to you, my very small audience. But like, I don't really remember a time where I did not have acne, because 7 years ago is like almost half of my lifetime. But in this video, we're gonna be getting into when I started getting acne, when it started getting really bad. I've had pimples, I've had blackheads, I've had whiteheads, I've had a plethora of things. Lately I've been getting to know my good old friend acne scars. I just wanted to talk about it, and that's what we're going to be doing. So let's just get right on into today's video. I just need to preface this by saying that my memory is really bad. I started getting acne in 2nd grade, or at least from photos and from my own memory, that's about the time frame that I think is when I started getting it. And so that would mean that I was like 7 or 8 years old, which is like crazy young. I was just one of those lucky fellas. So I might forget a few things, but what can you do? One thing that I do remember is that for the longest time I had these huge hideous bangs sitting right up on my forehead for many years. I started to dislike them very much, but I did not want to get rid of them because I was afraid of people finding out that I had forehead acne, which makes 0 sense because they could see the rest of my face, in which you could clearly see my acne. I just wanted to mention that I'm very much aware that the reason I probably did have forehead acne was because those greasy bangs were literally laying on my forehead all day. And like I've said in previous videos, I don't necessarily remember being really insecure about my acne. I don't really think that people ever picked on me for having acne, so you know, my experiences probably are a lot different than other people's. Another little story, I guess, was when a kid around the same time of me having those bangs came up to me and asked me if I had mosquito bites all over my face. You know what I told them? I told them, heck yeah I do. I don't know, it's crazy. I guess I just attract them or something. I don't know, they like have this weird obsession over me. And she said, like, how many mosquitoes do you have in your house? I had rather had this girl think that I had mosquitoes, like just a swarm of mosquitoes, like nesting on my face, biting me at night, rather than her thinking that I had acne. I think that this is a great example, and it really puts into perspective like how young I was when I started getting acne, because this girl literally thought that the pimples on my face were mosquito bites. Like, she did not know what acne was. But little did I know at that time, like, that was probably the best my skin was maybe ever gonna be again. I don't know, because for a very long time my skin got pretty bad, and truly I did not realize how bad my skin was until I looked back on like photos and videos from like probably 4th grade to 6th grade, and like saw like I had so many pimples on my face. As I said before, like, I knew I had acne, but when someone talked about it or mentioned it to me, it caught me off guard. So whenever somebody like brought up that I had acne, I would literally tell them to shut up, which now looking back on some of those times, like, it was a little rude of me to say that. Like, you can accept your acne and think that you look good with it, but I think it's very hard to look at your acne and kind of not say, like, I wish that wasn't there, you know? Because I was literally so afraid of people like talking about how I had acne that I would just shut them down as soon as they mentioned it. Like, there was this one girl who also had like some acne, like the one girl girl in my class, I think she was telling me or something like, you should try a moisturizer, which, I mean, sure, moisturizers are good, but like, that's not, We're both figuring out skin needs. I'm not gonna blame her for just saying like, put a moisturizer on it, but as soon as she started like talking about it, like I literally told her to shut up. I shouldn't have done that. That was probably about like 5th grade, and then another thing happened in 7th grade where a guy was like, he just asked me like, what's that? I don't know if he asked me like, what's that on your face, or like he was asking like, you kind of like, what is that? And this was at the point where I still had acne, but I was also starting to reap the I don't know what I'm saying. What the heck? Repercussions. I was reaping the repercussions. I feel like at this point you kind of understand what I'm trying to say. I was starting to get acne scars, which was new for me. And if you don't know what acne scars is, I will like show some pictures on the screen. But basically, they can look different depending on you and like the type of acne you get and blah 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 blah. The main ones that I would probably get is the hyperpigmentation, which is like dark spot. I don't know if you can even see my skin that well, but like here's an acne scar, have another one right there. I also have an acne scar right there, but I also get like physical acne scarring, so I have like, I don't want to say pieces of my skin missing because that sounds like really gross, but I started getting acne scars, and this dude in my class was like, what is that? You know, he said it in a very respectful way. He didn't mean to like make me mad or, you know, offend me or anything like that, but I told him to shut up. Don't talk about it. This is not a conversation that we're gonna have right now. And the person sitting in front of me, who was like a friend of mine, but also a friend of his, was like, did you just tell him to shut up? You look a little silly goofy there. Why do I keep using that term? Like I know what I'm doing. I think she was just surprised that I straight up told this guy to shut up. You know, that's unlike me. I'm a very kind person. At this moment, like acne scars are like the main thing that I deal with. Or the last couple of weeks, I haven't had like major breakouts, which I feel like that's cursing myself, like I'm setting myself up for failure. But yeah, so the last year or two, I've kind of just learned to accept my acne and my acne scars, and I think that when that happened, that was really when I got into skincare and I learned how to take care of my skin instead of like being against it, you know, like Mortal Kombat. I don't even know what Mortal Kombat is, but hey, but I'm not a perfect person, okay? I still get disappointed when I see a huge hunkin' pimple on my face in the morning, but you know, nowadays I get a lot more excited and happy when I see celebrities talking about their acne or acne scars, or if I see like actors in like a teenage show or movie that's like about teenagers actually having acne. Like I think that that's really cool because most teenagers have acne. Like it wasn't till I started thinking more about my acne till I realized like, how often do you see models with acne that are like actively showing their acne on the runway? Seeing celebrities talk about like real like deep struggles with acne, like similar to mine or more advanced than mine, it just makes you realize that like you can still look good with acne. Am I like a motivation or clearly not, because I can't even get through that sentence. Am I like a new Am I a motivational speaker or what? Yeah! Honestly, my skin is the best that it has ever been because I've figured out what works for my face, even though everyone told me you're using too many products, you're trying too much stuff. I think that that's the end of today's video. I don't think I had any more stuff to talk about. So yeah, I think that that's gonna be a wrap up. I hope you enjoyed this video. My brain is just like gone. I was gonna like do like a whole wrap up of all the things that I talked about, but I just can't. My brain has already forgotten all of those things. So yeah, I just hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you will, if you please. Have a good day. Have a good week. Stay positive. Bye guys.